Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to deal with a new chapter in the subject physics of class 10th. The chapter is related to reflections and refractions of light. I think the terms are very familiar to all of you because you have already studied in earlier classes about the reflections through plane surfaces. In the previous class, you have learnt about the reflection of light from the plane mirror. Now, in this chapter, we will study about the reflections of light through curved surfaces known as spherical mirrors. But prior to this, let us have a primitive information or concept about the reflection of light, which you have already studied in the previous classes. We have seen that reflections are of two types, that is regular reflections and irregular reflections. The reflection through the smooth surfaces like the glass sheet, silent surface of water, and the most reflecting surface, that is the silvered mirror surface. Silvered mirror surface is considered as the most reflecting surface. So, as the term reflection is concerned, it explains that when a light coming from a particular source strike the surface, that is plain, shiny, reflecting surface, the rays coming to the surface get bounced back after striking the surface into the same medium from which it is already coming. So this phenomenon of the bending of the path of light due to the smooth reflecting surface is called reflection of light. The reflection of light follows the set of two laws of reflection known as laws of reflections. I think you have already studied about this. Let us have a quick revision of this reflection of light, as the first law states that incident ray, reflected ray, and the perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence on the reflecting surface, they all lie in the same plane. This is one of the laws of reflections. Another law is concerned with the angular deviation of the light from its original path after striking the surface. So, second law states that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So these are the laws of reflections of light from a plane surface. Let us see here. I have written here AO is the incident ray, OB is the reflected ray, ON is the perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence O on the reflecting surface MM dash. Here, angle of incidence is the angle between incident ray and the perpendicular, that is known as here normal. So the angle between incident ray and the normal is considered as the angle of incidence. On the other hand, the angle between normal and the reflected ray is called angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is denoted by symbol a small I, and the angle of reflection is denoted by the symbol a small r. So according to the laws of reflection, angle I equal to angle R. Now, what is the importance of this reflection of light? The reflection of light enables us to see the image of any body, or just like the image of a person in the mirror. If a body or any person is standing before a mirror, he or she observe his or her facial appearance in the mirror. This is nothing but the image formed by the plane mirror of the person. We will also get the image of any object or the light source placed before the or in front of the mirror. So what is this image? And how the image is formed? Image is nothing but the point of intersection of the reflected rays, in this case through the plane mirror. The point of reflection, that is when the reflected rays intersect each other, really or virtually, they form the image of the object. So, image of the object may be of two types. The image are called the virtual image or the real image. What do we mean by virtual image? The virtual image is that image of the object formed by the reflecting surface, which is formed by the virtual intersection, that is not the real intersection of the reflected rays. What does it mean? It means when the reflected rays are produced in the backward direction, they meet together or intersect each other at some point behind the reflecting surface. These point of intersection are considered as the point image of the point object. If the object is extended object, then we can plot the image or the ray diagram for the image formation by drawing incident rays from the two peaks of the object, that is the uppermost peak or the point as well as the lowermost point. When these reflected rays are produced in backward direction, we will get the point of intersection. After joining the point of intersection to the reflected rays, we will have the image of the object. So, virtual image is formed by the virtual intersection or the extrapolation of the reflected rays. So, the image formed by the plane mirror is a virtual image because it cannot be obtained on the screen. As long as we are in front of the mirror, we see or we are able to see our image, but as soon as either image is displaced, mirror is displaced or the body is displaced, image will disappear. It is not a permanent image. So, let us have the features of the virtual image. Virtual image are formed by the virtual intersection of the reflected rays, and second one, it cannot be obtained on the screen, and the image will be formed at the distance equivalent to the distance of object from the mirror behind the mirror. Means image will be behind the mirror and it will be at the same distance as in front of the mirror object is there. So, what are the further features of the image formed by plane mirror? The mirror formed by plane mirror, image formed by the plane mirrors are virtual. It is at the same distance behind the mirror as the object in front of the mirror. Third one, the size of the image is equal to the size of the object. It means the magnification of the plane mirror is 1. Means, what is magnification? The size of the image compared to the object. Means, size of the image by size of the object provides a feature of the image called magnification. Means, as to how much image gets magnified as compared to the object. This is called magnification. So, in case of plane mirror, magnification is 1. Means, the size of object and size of image are same, so their ratio comes to 1. Now here there is a lateral inversion. of image, lateral inversal of image in plane mirror. What does it mean? It means the left side of the object appears right in the image and right side appears left. This is the inversion of the side of the object. That is, left becomes right and right becomes left. Just like if we write B, it looks like this. Means the letter gets inverted in plane mirror. This is called lateral inversion. You have already observed in the ambulances, the word ambulance is written there in the inverted manner. The letters are inverted in original writing. Why it is written so? Because when the word ambulance is observed in a plane mirror of the other vehicles moving ahead, can observe the word easily, because the image of the inverted object or the word is seen original in the image of the front mirror. That is why the driving vehicles or the observer, means driver, can easily read the word ambulance in its original form. So anybody not be get misguided due to the inverted letter. It is already inverted and its image is now correct, means original, usual. Further, the image of the plane mirror, that is virtual image, cannot be obtained on the screen. It means we can't receive it on a screen, just like the image obtained in a cinema. So these are the general features of the image or the nature of the image formed by the plane mirror. Now we are here concerned with the reflection of light through the spherical mirror. Now let us come to a spherical mirror. What does it mean? A spherical mirror, as the word states, the mirror which appears as a part of a sphere. So a spherical mirror may be considered as a section of a hollow sphere whose one of the surfaces is polished and the opposite side is reflecting. Just like when we observe a plane mirror, if its glass is looked after removing the cover, we will see that the glass sheet, one of the sides of the glass sheet is silvered and the other is plain. But the plain side is the reflecting side. In the same way, when a spherical mirror is polished, one side, the other side become reflecting. The nature of a spherical mirror is quite different from that of plane mirror, because in plane mirror we have only one type of image, whether the object is moved nearer or farther from the mirror. But in case of a spherical mirror, the nature of image gets changed with a change in position of the object with respect to mirror, or the position of mirror with respect to the object. So let us now start a spherical mirror. Thank you.